Precious Toothbrush, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Women can like older men, but older men can't like younger women, question mark. Men and women don't have anything in common, ladies. LOL, are y'all okay?
What?
When women are doing it for they're not doing it for pleasure most of the time. They're doing it for money. So they don't do it because they like older men. They do it because they like older men's money.
If any young women are watching, please do not model your lifestyle after her. Thank you very much.
He's judgmental.
And that's from the Christian man.
Yes, I'm looking out for you young ladies. If you
I'm
ever,
not judging
if
you.
you ever, that's fine. But if you ever want to get married, there's a lot of young girls out there who want to get married someday. If pictures of yourself doing things are all over the internet, your husband and your kids will not appreciate that.
You know what I find interesting about this whole podcast? This is literally like Fresh and Fit. Not literally. Let me rephrase that. It's similar to Fresh and Fit. Obviously, I mean, you know, they bring a whole bunch of IG models, OnlyFans girls onto their podcast just to make them look stupid and dumb in front of, you know, the camera and in their videos. They do it for views, likes, and comments or whatever. You know, this is how they make their money, just like Fresh and Fit, right? So they're really no different in that aspect. Yeah, man, I just wanted to point that out. I find that very interesting about this podcast.
What are your kids going to think of this?
I think Northwest is doing just fine.
Northwest.
Yeah, she's living her life.
Kanye's.
Yeah, she's doing great with her mom.
I mean, given the option between a mom who has porn on the internet versus one who doesn't have porn on the internet, I would prefer if all of my friends couldn't see my mom fucking other dudes and sucking their dick.
I still consider myself a Christian. I still consider myself a Christian. I do. And that just means that I believe that Jesus died on the cross for my sins, and I'm not a fucking judgmental person like you. What gives you the right? You're not perfect. You should know better than anyone that we are sinners.
Okay, you're right.
We're not perfect.
And I know
so get off your high horse.
I know I'm not perfect.
No, get off your high horse. What makes you think that you're better than everyone else? You are a sinner. You are recently born again. So then why are you judging other people? You can have your beliefs, but don't attack other people. It's fucked up.
Okay, this side of the table was saying that it's a great lifestyle decision. You said it's a great lifestyle decision at 18 to do that. I was encouraging young ladies.
Did I say that for everyone? Did I speak for everyone? I was speaking for myself.
Okay, there's impressionable young girls out there. Let me finish my point. I let her speak.
Okay.
There's impressionable young girls out there that are watching this, okay? There was a girl who was on this show that got into OnlyFans, okay? She had a lot going for her. It's the kind of thing that a lot of women are going to regret when they're older. You might not, that's okay. Second, I don't think I'm better than you. I don't think I'm better than anybody, okay? I'm a sinner that should be damned to hell, and Jesus rescued me from that, and I'm grateful for that, okay? But if you want to talk about, you know, I'm just as good of a Christian too. Jesus said, if you truly love me, you will work to keep my commands. And he also said, go and sin no more, okay? And we're called to be models and examples for other people. We're called to model Christ. Do you think you're modeling Christ by doing OnlyFans?
I don't see it so black and white as you do.
How? He said
I'm going to be the type of Christian that I...
See, now that's the thing about religion. I'm not the most religious person in the world. Like, I do believe in God. I do believe that there is a higher being above us. I'm not really informed on a lot of this stuff, so I can't really speak on this when it comes to, you know, religion, that is. But I could look at this from a logical sense in the fact that you have to admit that degrading yourself and selling yourself on the internet, it doesn't lead to a good outcome. It doesn't have a good outcome. You get what I'm saying? These females, they're so addicted to attention and they're so addicted to instant gratification that they are willing to sell and degrade their own bodies for a piece of green paper. It's really sad. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate these women. I have no hatred towards them. I feel pity for them. I feel sorry for them because they have been brainwashed into thinking that what they're doing is cool. There is a song that I would suggest y'all listen to. You know, I might have some grown folks, maybe some old heads that may be watching this. I may have heard this song before. I think it's called For the Love of Money by the OJs. You know what I'm saying? It's one of my favorite songs. They're teaching us that there are people out there who will literally do anything just to get money. It really goes to show you the lengths that people are willing to go just to get their hands on a piece of paper, bro. And I'm not saying that money is not important, because it is, but you should never degrade yourself to get money, if that makes sense. Man or woman. It's not just the woman that needs to hear this, but men also need to hear this as well, because there are also men out there that also degrade themselves for money. Shit is crazy out here.
I want to be.
He said the kind that doesn't follow the Bible.
I mean, I'm sure that you're like following, like going against some of the rules.
I fuck up, and I
exactly. So don't
and I repent of it.
So do I repent. I pray every day. So you should pray and ask God to make you not so much of a judgmental asshole.
I'm simply saying young women shouldn't follow your example because they'll regret it.
Okay, well, young women should do whatever they want.
It's just a fact.
It's just your opinion. I think he should caveat it. I think he should add the caveat. Maybe like young girls who are looking for like a specific type of family life in future, like settling down arrangement.
Hold on a second.
Guys.
Hold on a second.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
Once you're fucking married, you can be pious as shit. Okay.
One microphone at a time.
Let's imagine for a moment.
I'm married, man. What do you think? Like, I'm the only one that's actually married here. Like, I like half the time when y'all have opinions about this, it's just so fucking laughable. Like, what the fuck?
All right, that's pretty rude, but hold on a second.
That's rude compared to what you've been saying?
Hold on.
I mean,
let's
half the shit
imagine,
that you say is rude too.
let me speak, please. Let's imagine your guys' kids are in middle school, okay? And they're...
That's the problem with a lot of these women, man. A lot of these women just, they are so selfish in the sense that they only think about themselves. They don't take into account by the things that they're doing, how it affects the people around them. They just look at it like, oh, everything is about me and how I feel and this and that. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you shouldn't care about yourself, but you should also be a little bit more aware of how your actions are affecting the people around you. Especially if you're a parent and you have children. You should really be more, your self-awareness should be up the roof. You have to take into account how your actions are going to affect your kids. Kids are very impressionable. They see their parents doing something, they're going to want to copy it and follow what their parents are doing. So when your son finds out that you're being a slut and a whore online and you have a bunch of videos of you getting multiple sticks shoved inside of you, and your son has to go to school, and then one day, let's say his bully comes out of nowhere and shows him a video of his mom getting rammed by 3 BBCs online. That is traumatizing, bro. And there are literally kids out here that will commit suicide because of that shit. This is why I advise, if you are going to go into that business or that industry, if you're going to be a porn star, if you're going to be an OnlyFans girl, I'd really advise you to not have children. It's really that simple. Don't have kids. Don't even think about it. Don't have children. Don't do that. Don't do that to your kids, bro. Don't do that. Don't bring kids into the world and then, you know, these kids grow up and they find out that their mommy was a little whore. Don't do that. Like, come on, bro. Like, especially a son. I'm not saying it won't have an impact on the daughter too, but it's like, come on, bro. No kid wants their parent to be a whore or a thot. It's just not a good look.
Your guys' kid's friend finds all of your pictures online and everybody starts sharing it in the classroom and they start teasing your kid and making fun of your kid.
Literally the same thing I said.
Kids that have themselves
and
because of this.
I literally said the same thing.
Please let me finish my point. Please let me finish my point. Please let me finish my point, okay? There's kids that themselves over this, okay? Hold on. If your kid... Yeah, I'm triggered. I'm triggered because nobody can control their fucking tongue. Just please exercise some self-control.
Not even my husband can control his tongue.
Again, she's not looking at the bigger picture. She's just looking at it from her perspective. You have to be able to look at it from the bigger picture. You can't just look at it from your perspective. Again, that's her being closed-minded. Women like this, they have to learn the hard way. It's no use in trying to talk to them. They're not going to want to listen.
Hold on, stop. Just let him finish, and then you can go.
Okay, whatever, he has a point.
But stop.
I'm trying to. Just please let me.
You can respond, but just let him speak.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, just...
If your kid is in middle school or whatever, and they're getting made fun of by all the other kids who found your online. At that point in time, are you going to regret it, or are you going to be like, no, I'm happy that I made that decision. My kid can go himself.
Why should the mother who is a consenting adult who chose to do OnlyFans be crucified for her adult decision? Shouldn't it be the kids who are bullying the child who led them to
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You just
commit?
Bro, no, I'm sorry. I was like,
She sounds crazy. She sounds crazy, but I want to hear her out.
So it's okay to bully
completely
them.
avoiding response. No, we're saying it's wrong to bully.
Then what the fuck?
You're
What
completely avoiding
I'm
responsibility.
just saying it's a point about like selflessness. Like I'm like a young girl has the idea of like doing an OnlyFans, getting such easy money by taking one naked photo of myself.
It's not easy
my
money.
mind.
You'd make like $5.
Okay.
What? Wait, what?
Babe, agree to disagree on that one.
Wait, so incredibly rude.
I can't.
Well,
I'm
nothing
sorry.
rude. She knows the industry.
I'm
That's
not
the
even.
truth, though.
I'm not even saying.
Let her talk.
I'm
Let her
sorry
talk.
I said easy money. I didn't mean that in a way as in like that OnlyFans is like an easy profession. I know sex work is hard work, but if I could okay, but were you just saying like yeah it's better than McDonald's? I work a service job right now. Has the idea popped in my mind of like doing like sex work over my service job?
I hope not, because we're already oversaturated industry as it is.
Okay, so
Fuck,
good
yeah.
thing that it did pop in my mind, but I like will never do that route, and it's because it's a route of like self. But I'm just trying to explain like a reason like why I wouldn't. I'm not shaming it. Like go sex workers, like get your bag, okay? Like
Good for you though.
be an independent, strong, independent woman. I'm just explaining why I wouldn't, and I'm glad I decided not to, and would recommend this to like, and would recommend just girls giving it a second chance because, but at the end of the, I mean, it's not even. I don't even have to think that long term. I have a family I love. Is me getting $500 or whatever $5,000 more a month worth like shame to my loved ones and family members? No, like I don't personally like it's out of like not wanting to be selfish that's where that comes from me from. If my my actions have consequences. At the end of the day, I don't have to think long term about my future kids. What about my parents? What about like my siblings? I'm not gonna put them through that because I want to get $5,000 more. I can do more with my mind as well to make money that don't just involve like photos of my body. So I'm just gonna choose that route because I'm not hurting anyone that like I could if I was like my family if I was like doing stuff like that. But I'm like adding value to society. Not that sex work doesn't add value. That came across shady. But in ways that don't add harm to my close family members, which it would if I were to go that route. So it's just an act of like selflessness to like not.
You're choosing to live your life for other people. I'm choosing to live mine for myself, and we can agree to disagree. I'm not gonna.
And that's the problem. And we're going to end the video off right there, man. And that's the problem with her. You feel me? And that's why I really hope that she does not have children. I really hope she decides to not have kids, get pregnant, and because her children is going to have a hell of a road ahead of them. They really are.